Rivers never go in reverse. They flow forward, pushing relentlessly toward the sea. They don't look back. They don't dwell on the past. The water moves onward, finding new paths, adapting to obstacles, and embracing every bend in the river's journey. And in many ways, that's how life should be lived. Today, we dive into a powerful teaching from one of history's greatest philosophers, Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic leader, a philosopher, and an emperor. Marcus Aurelius offered timeless wisdom that is just as relevant today as it was in ancient Rome. His perspective on life change and personal growth offers profound insights on how we can live more purposefully in our modern world. The river metaphor offers powerful insights for navigating life's journey. Like a river, we can change the barriers rather than fighting against them. When a river encounters a boulder, it doesn't stop flowing. It finds a path around, over, or through. Rivers also teach us about persistence. They carve canyons not through sudden force, but through consistent movement over time. Similarly, our biggest accomplishments often come from small, persistent efforts rather than dramatic gestures. There's wisdom in accepting change, too. A river never resists transformation, from narrow stream to rushing rapids to wide, calm waters. Each phase serves its purpose. Our lives similarly move through different phases, each with unique challenges and gifts. And perhaps most importantly, rivers remind us of resilience. After storms that muddy their waters or droughts that diminish their flow, they eventually return to clarity and fullness. We too can trust in our capacity to recover and find our way forward after difficult times. What specific challenge in your life has you thinking about resilience and adaptation right now? Let's explore that together through the lens of Marcus Aurelius and the wisdom of Stoicism. By the end of this video, I promise you'll have a fresh perspective on life's flow and how you can navigate it with grace and strength. The river metaphor, life's flow. Imagine your life as a river. Just like a river, you're always in motion. The world around you is constantly changing. You encounter obstacles, rocks, branches, or even floods, but you keep going, adapting, finding a way forward. The river doesn't stop to fret over the obstacles in its path. It doesn't look back, wondering how things could have been different. It flows, and as it flows, it shapes the world around it, carving valleys, nourishing land, and eventually reaching its destination. Life, much like a river, is constantly moving. We can't go back, and dwelling on the past only stagnates our growth. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher, often reflected on the nature of time and the fleeting nature of life. He understood that, just like the river, we must flow forward. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you'll find strength. The Stoic principle of amor fati, embracing the flow. Marcus Aurelius taught us the concept of amor fati, which translates to love of fate. This principle invites us to accept and love everything that happens in our lives, good or bad, as a part of the natural flow of existence, rather than fighting against the current or wishing things were different. We embrace the flow of life. We stop resisting what comes our way. We accept challenges as opportunities for growth, just as a river doesn't complain when it encounters a rock. It finds a way around it, adapting and moving forward. Think about it. When we resist the flow of life, we only cause more stress, frustration, and stagnation. But when we accept the current and even love it, we become like the river, flowing gracefully through life's challenges. We don't need to understand everything. We don't need to control everything. We just need to trust the process. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Resilience and adaptability, moving forward. Just as a river adapts to its environment, so must we. Life isn't always smooth sailing. There are times when we feel blocked, overwhelmed, or uncertain. But remember, a river doesn't stop when it meets an obstacle. It adapts, it carves new paths, and it continues moving forward. Marcus Aurelius teaches us that obstacles don't define us. Our response to them does. The Stoic mindset encourages us to focus on what we can control. Our thoughts, our reactions, our actions. We can't always change the circumstances, but we can change how we respond to them. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. By practicing resilience and adaptability, we can turn every challenge into an opportunity for growth. Life may not always flow the way we want it to, but we can always flow with it. The importance of presence, living in the moment. Another lesson from Marcus Aurelius that we can apply to our lives is the importance of living in the present moment. A river doesn't worry about the past or future. It simply flows in the now, focusing on the journey ahead, not what has already been left behind. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the past or the future. We worry about what went wrong yesterday or what might go wrong tomorrow. But Marcus Aurelius reminds us that all we have is this moment. Like the river, we need to focus on the flow of today without being burdened by what's already past or what's yet to come. Do not waste time on what you cannot control. Focus on what you can do now. Living with purpose, navigating the flow with intention. A river's journey has purpose. It is driven towards something greater, the sea. Similarly, we must live with purpose. Without direction, we risk being carried away by the current, lost in the confusion of life. Marcus Aurelius believed in aligning our actions with our purpose. In his meditations, he frequently reminds himself to live according to nature and to contribute to the greater good. This sense of purpose is what guides a river, and it's what should guide us. Marcus Aurelius said that the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. By living with purpose, we make each step of the journey meaningful. We align our thoughts, actions, and values with our higher purpose. And just as a river moves with intention toward the sea, we can move through life with clarity, meaning, and fulfillment. Embracing change, agree to go control. Rivers teach us that change is inevitable. They constantly change course, adapt to new environments, and flow in unexpected directions. We, too, must embrace change in our lives, for it is the only constant we can count on. Marcus Aurelius understood this deeply. In Meditations, he reflects on how nature, time, and change are all beyond our control, and instead of resisting it, we must accept it with grace. Let go of the need for control and embrace the flow of life, even when it takes us in new and unpredictable directions. The universe is change, life is opinion. By surrendering to change and trusting the process, we align ourselves with the natural flow of life. We stop resisting the current and start moving forward with ease and acceptance. Just like a river, we must keep moving forward. Life is unpredictable, but if we trust the process, embrace change, and flow with purpose, we can live a life of peace, resilience, and strength. So, take a moment to reflect. Are you living like a river? Are you flowing forward, embracing the challenges, and living with purpose? Remember, the river never looks back, and neither should you. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear how you plan to live like a river in your own life. Let's flow forward together.